Driving at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The quick slant caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's Larry Fitzgerald from Kyler Murray, and the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
And Murray, he's going to run with it himself. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, Drake able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Newton, he's going to look deep for Edelman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Murray. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Domata Peko, the one to get him down.
It's a pickup of 3.
From his goal line here, Newton.
7.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A play fake to Michel, now Newton. It got his man, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
34-yard line.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 1. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
There on the coverage.
To throw again, Newton. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Off play action. Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked.
Incomplete.
Second down.
For Demir Bird.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Sonny Michel, the ball carrier, taken down at the 41.
Here's Newton. Now he's forced out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An extra quarter comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Now Murray. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Max Williams, 44 yards. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
Extra point.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play action. It's Newton. Dancing to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here we go on 4. Newton. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's Newton. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught inside the 5. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
27, Cardinals 26.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
He's back to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray, one final try.
In trouble on the ball, and oh, that is going to be a safety.
Result of the play.